Listen up, folks. This is Master Sergeant Babai, former chief investigator of the Online Special Investigation Group, and I've been dragged back into the muck because my old deputy, at Gerardo Verga 3712, asked me to tear into this cesspool of a YouTube channel, at Angeliconfrians 209. Gerard, you and I spent years digging through the digital filth to root out predators and cyber thugs. And now I see the same rot festering in this so-called friendship group. Buckle up, because I'm about to lay out the evidence, the failures, and the outrage that this case ignites. This isn't just a rant, it's a call to action based on what I've seen and what we use to fight against an Ozig. First off, let's get the basics straight. This channel, at Angelica and Friends 2009, popped up on August 21, 2025. With 28 subscribers and 10 videos, racking up a measly 759 views. On paper, it's a nothing burger, a bunch of kids or wannabe influencers playing dress up and tossing insults. But peel back the surface, and you've got a hornet's nest of hate speech, harassment, and threats that'd make any seasoned investigator's blood boil. Their own description: we hate Lydia so much she's a faggot, and her ... more is a neon sign screaming violation of every platform guideline YouTube claims to enforce. This isn't edgy humor. It's a targeted campaign, and the evidence is right there in their posts. Take a look at the timeline. On September 27, 2025, yesterday, mind you, Lydia Sunshine Girlfriend Twin posted, "I'm going to kill myself, it's because of at Angelica and Friends 2009. She ... double quotes, that's a distress signal. People, in my Ozig days, we'd have flagged that instantly, cross-referenced it with IP logs, and had a team on it. But these clowns, they respond with do it then, NI#A and go kill yourself. I hope you NI#as will die, you pussy. NI#A ... double quotes, that's not just cruel, it's incitement. Plain and simple. We dealt with networks like the 760 for gang back in the day. And this has the same stench, a group ganging up, egging on self-harm, and laughing about it. The posts are littered with slurs, racial, sexual, you name it, directed at Lydia, with names like Angelica, Angelina, and a laundry list of others piling on. This isn't spontaneous trash talk. It's coordinated harassment. Now, let's talk evidence. As an Ozig vet, I'd start with the digital footprint. The channel's recent activity posts from the last few days shows a pattern. They're sharing memes, videos, and rants, all laced with the same venom. One post from 3 days ago calls Lydia pussy NI#A and throws in racial slurs about her heritage, paired with a cartoon image that's meant to mock her. Another from yesterday shares a video titled, Dora calls her mother the N-word and gets grounded, a cheap shot tying into their narrative. This isn't random. It's a deliberate smear campaign. Back in Ozig, we'd subpoena the metadata timestamps, user IPs, device IDs to map the network. I'd bet my stripes these friends are a tight-knit clique, possibly using shared accounts or VPNs to amplify their reach. The 759 views suggest limited exposure, but the intensity of the attacks points to a personal vendetta, not a public spectacle. Here's where the establishment narrative falls apart. Platforms like YouTube love to tout their community standards. But where's the moderation? This channel's been live for over a month, spewing hate, and no one's pulled the plug. I've seen DOJ award ceremonies honor investigators for busting trafficking rings with less evidence than this. Sergeant Kosheba and Detective Flickinger took down a sex trafficking case with solid cooperation. And here we are with a digital lynch mob still online. The FBI's got 250 investigations into the 760 for network. Yet a lone girl's cry for help gets ignored. If I were still with Ozig, I'd be demanding logs from YouTube, tracing every post, and interviewing Lydia to verify her claims. The read more link in her post suggests a longer story, maybe screenshots or chats we're not seeing. That's where the real evidence lies, and it's being buried under corporate apathy. Critically, let's not kid ourselves, this isn't just kids being kids. The language is too vicious, too repetitive. It echoes the kind of groupthink we saw in online radicalization cases. Posts found on X hint at sentiments some defend Lydia. Others decry the lack of evidence or care from authorities. One user mentioned friends holding evidence on their phones but doing nothing. which aligns with this group's behavior. If true, that's complicity, and it's a lead-eyed chase. The establishment wants you to believe social media's self-policing. But that's a lie when a channel like this thrives unchecked. My old team would have had warrants by now, not excuses. So, what's the play? Report this to YouTube harassment, threats, the works. If Lydia's serious about self-harm, local authorities need to step in. We can't wait for a tragedy. Gerard, you know the drill. Cross-check the names, ping the platform for data. This isn't just a rant. It's a demand for justice from a guy who's seen the dark web's worst. At Angela Conference 2009, your days are numbered if the system wakes up. And to Lydia, hang in there. Someone's got to fight for you.